Hello and welcome to Edukemy's YouTube channel and editorial discussion for 20th May 2022. My name is Harsh Singh and in this video we shall discuss an editorial from today's The Hindu which is titled Pockets of Hope Linking Nature and Humanity. This editorial has been written by the director for UNESCO South Asia region and he speaks about the necessity of having conservation of biodiversity through the creation of Biosphere Reserves under MAB program. If you like this initiative, share some love through likes, comments, and shares. Let's discuss. The prime reason why this editorial has been written is because May 22nd will be celebrated as International Day for Biodiversity. And we all know there are certain major reasons because of which biodiversity depletion has happened around the whole world. You can put these reasons everywhere, so remember them. Climate change, invasive species occurring at various places, overexploitation of the resources, pollution, and urbanization. These five factors have contributed to in, to going beyond the ecological carrying capacity of the nature. Whatever it could help, it we are asking more than that. And because of this, the four ecosystem services, the four precious ecosystem services which every ecosystem provides, be it giving some provisions to us, food, fiber, resources, supporting various cycles, regulatory services like climate change and erosion, etc., and cultural value, aesthetical value it gives, all of them have decreased with time. Now, each of them forms a question in pre-exam, either the kind of issues or the various ecosystem services. So have a look and remember them. Now, because of this kind of depletion, the governments around the world and various organizations thought that they must conserve the earth systems, and this is how the world network for of biosphere reserve was created in the year 1971 under UNESCO. There are over 700 biosphere reserves created under UNESCO, and out of them South Asia region has 30 plus of them, 30 plus. So if you look by the population numbers, the number of people residing, 30 is far too small a number. But then what are these places? See, there is a primary distinction between what is a wildlife sanctuary, what is a national park, and what is a biosphere reserve. See, wildlife sanctuary is specifically for wildlife, conservation of a specific kind of wildlife, be it animal or plant species. Whereas national park is a region with more severe restrictions for people movement and they are also meant for conservation. Similarly, when you look at biosphere reserve, they are also meant for conservation, but here the distinction is a little more. They are bigger places and restrictions are less. The division is in the core area, buffer area, and certain more regions which are of some certain restricted nature. So this will not only house biosphere will not only reserve will not only house the plant and animal species, but the local people as well, the villagers, tribals, etc. And conservation, natural existence will be promoted in these places. Whereas national park is completely restricted, a very strict zonation, and wildlife sanctuary is only for conservation of specific species, right? So when this program was created around the whole world, the idea was to ensure that humans develop a model so that humans could live in harmony with nature and give a proof of the same. Sustainable development and nature conservation should be the theme. So South Asia as a region is very diverse. It is not just like a Southeast Asia which has got tropical and marine climate. We have alpine systems, Himalayas, we have coastal systems, and in coastal systems we have special mangroves, coral reef system, terrestrial systems, and in that too specialized system like desert ecosystems. And therefore South Asia needs conservation of its biodiversity. Right now, India has got 12 of these biosphere reserves under MAB, Man and Biosphere Reserve Program, but 18 of them declared by the government right now. We'll discuss each of them quickly, so hold on for a while. Now, the idea behind biosphere reserve creation is to have evidence based and science based management plans, develop local solutions for problems like energy problem, climate problem, environmental education, water, waste management, all of them science based, and then monitor also in case of some problems occurring and build climate resilience in those places. So these are pockets of hope, providing hope to people that better future is possible in the country if we follow some ways in which we reconcile human existence with nature. So where in now this is the ideal way in which biosphere reserve is created. There's a core area which is got restricted access, only research purpose people can go and animals or plants can survive. And then there is a buffer area in which some people, the tribal people, can live here, tourism can happen here, all those things can happen. But And you can also see there are some houses, local people can live here. And after that is a transition area, which can be through the highway, creation of resorts, etc. This is the way in which biosphere reserve is created. But then this is not how national parks are created. Wildlife sanctuaries are not created in this way, right? This is the ideal way in which humans should survive. So how these biosphere reserves are actually created are through the proposal of the government. Government says we would like to zone this area as biosphere reserve. Then UNESCO comes, examines this place, and then they also start giving some funds for the complete maintenance of the place in case it has been accepted by UNESCO under Man and Biosphere Reserve Program. All right. And in case it is not accepted, then the government also tries to give some funds. So India started its program for biosphere reserves in 1986, whereas UNESCO program started in 1971, right? India declared its first biosphere reserve under MAB program in the year 2000, that was Nilgiris. All right. So routine checks are done and sovereignty will be there of the government itself. So the problem in South Asia is that out of the 30 reserves that we have in South Asia, Bangladesh, Bhutan, and Nepal have none. So they are on the priority list of UNESCO that these countries must declare these places as having some or the other biosphere reserve, right? So is that the political will is not there? No, political will is there, but then know-how, financial resources, they are constrained, restricted. Now let us quickly look at the biosphere reserves in the country. There are two programs: Biosphere Reserve Program of the government, right, started in 1986, and the Man and Biosphere Program started in the year 1971. In this program, Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve was first created in the year 2000, and 2000 and I think 18, Panna was the one which was declared, right? So 12 of them, and all these 12 of them are a part of the 18 that India has, right? Because this is also supervised by UNESCO. This is supervised under MAB, Man and Biosphere Reserve Program, and all of them, some of them in some or the other way have always been asked in the pre-exam. So you must know where these reserves are located, which state they're located in, what special species they have. So I'm just reading out the names, right? Cold desert in Himachal Pradesh, Nanda Devi in Uttarakhand, Kanchenjunga in Sikkim, Dihang Dibang in Arunachal Pradesh, Manas in Assam, Dibru Saikhowa in Assam, Nokrek in Meghalaya. These are the biosphere reserve programs of the country. Panna in Madhya Pradesh, Panchmadi in Madhya Pradesh, Achanakmar, Amarkantak in Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, Kutch in Gujarat, Simlipal in Odisha, Sundarban in West Bengal, Seshasalam in Andhra Pradesh, Agasthyamala Malay in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala, Nilgiris in Tamil Nadu and Kerala, Gulf of Mannar in Tamil Nadu, and Great Nicobar in Andaman Nicobar Islands. And out of these 18, 12 would overlap here with the MAB program. Rest 6 of them have been maintained exclusive by the government of India, funded, and then state governments also participate. So remembering them is very important, and knowing some unique features, that would be great, because they questions every now and then they get asked from the biosphere reserve programs of the country or the UNESCO. Now, quick question: state 4 ways to impact the MAB program in India. Impact positively. Present examples as well. Anything that is closer to where you reside, that would be great. For examples, good exercise of the brain. If you like this initiative, share some love through likes, comments, and shares. And if you got some question, put it down in the comment section and we'll ensure to get back to you. Thank you for watching.